Banks are telling you that this is only a shallow recession, to keep investing your funds and that this is the bottom. Meanwhile, they're secretly laying off thousands of their employees. So let's think about this for a second. If they're so sure that this is the bottom and this is the perfect time to buy, then why are we seeing so many layoffs? Does it make sense to lay off if this is the bottom? What do they know that we don't? Or maybe they just care about their capital and want more money under management for their bottom dollar. JP Morgan strategist says this is the time to jump back into stocks, while Wells Fargo is having some of the biggest layoffs since the last recession. Not even Credit Suisse or Goldman Sachs is immune. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the market and see what's going on with crypto and stocks this morning.
Okay, we'll start with cryptocurrency. You can see the top two coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum's at 6.47%, while Bitcoin is at 3.48%. Now, traditionally, Bitcoin will underperform Ethereum, and Ethereum will typically gain more during bull markets, and that is also the case while we lose. You have BNB that's at 8.73%. Binance USD, Cardano had a big run up this past week. It's sitting at 18.55%. It's slightly flat on the day in the last hour. I think we have a lot to see from Cardano. It had massive losses going into this bear market, and I think we're going to see a lot of gains going back into the bull market. So be prepared for Cardano to outperform the market in a lot of ways, I think, my personal opinion. Now Solana, it's sitting at $15. It's gone up in the past week 16.52%. Now, I don't think we've seen the last of Solana, but that is just based off the fact that people like to buy into things that they think are cheap. I think Solana isn't the best coin out there, but I think traders are going to look at it and say, oh, it's only $10 and its all-time high was $300. I think traders always try to make their millions. Just like with Luna Classic, they threw a bunch of money into it thinking that they were going to become millionaires, when in fact it's just a dead coin. And I think that is the same thing with Solana. It's probably just a dead coin that people are propping up to become millionaires.
Okay, going to SPY, you can see that we actually broke to the downside of the channel here, and that's why we're seeing some of these lower lows that bring us slightly out of the channel. We're seeing a slight rebound. Now we've come up to a point of resistance, and so going into the CPI data release, we will see what the market wants to do. I think if we see inflation closer to 6%, we might see a breakout of this channel right here. And if we see inflation that hasn't dropped that much, I think that we're actually going to see it drop back down to, the 344 mark for SPY itself. So just be prepared for that. We're kind of waiting on what the Fed's going to do, what the market expectations of the Fed are going to be with inflation. And so as we go into the CPI data release on Thursday, just be mindful of that.